Hey everyone, it's Sue here, and I'm going to be working in my Bible in the book of John, chapter 1. And I just always like to give a shout out to these three Facebook groups: His Kingdom Come and Bible Art Journaling Challenge. And if you don't know Rebecca Jones, she is awesome. And this page I'm working on is actually her week 52 from her 2015 series of challenges. And then, of course, we have Shauna Noel. And everybody knows Shauna. And, of course, Shauna Bukharoff and Diane Mara from His Kingdom Come are awesome people as well. So in John, in the book of John, it talks about in the beginning, the Word already existed. He was with God and He was God. But I'm actually going to focus more on verses 10 through 13. And it reads, "But although the world was made through Him, the world didn't recognize Him when He came. Even in His own land and among His own people, He was not accepted. But to all who believed Him and accepted Him, He gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn. This is not a physical birth resulting from a human passion or plan. This rebirth comes from God." So those last few words, "this rebirth comes from God," is really where I'm focusing at this point. God is love, right? God is love. And what I want to share with all of you today are some stencils that are coming out for the very, very first time today. And but before I go ahead and do that, I am going to pull out my new Inktense blocks. Now, I'm loving these things. I had the pencils and didn't like them. But I think the reason I didn't like them was, well, I really like using just a brush. Like, I enjoy taking my brush, putting it in water, putting it on the blocks, and getting color. I enjoy that. It's very much like with the Neo colors. You can do the same kind of process. It's just, that to me is what I like to do. So you can see here, I have my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just get started. I always have a little, either a rag or a paper towel or something just to dab after I put the brush into the water, because I don't want the page too wet. It's not necessary. And so this color yellow is just beautiful. It's very vibrant. It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous color of yellow. And I'm not doing anything fancy here. I did want to go ahead and just get some color down. And, I can see the text through the color, so there's certainly no issue there. And I'm going to use my Ranger heated tool, which is really nice because, I actually did this on Periscope, what you're watching. And so I could heat this and talk at the same time. And it's very quiet. It's a really great heat tool. If you do videos or anything like that, it's definitely worth getting. And I'm showing you there, like the area where the heat comes out is large. So it gets kind of disperses onto the page and heats it and dries it really, really well and really quickly. So I just have my color down. Like I said, very basic, but I didn't want it to be just white, just the plain old color of the page. So I just put a little bit of the yellow down. And so, like I said, there's brand new stencils that are coming out today for the very first time. And the stencils are made by Tammy House. And she has an Etsy shop called Housewares. And right there you can see the path to her Etsy shop. So I've known Tammy for almost 2 years now, and I have bought many, many, many stencils from her. And here I'm showing you that until January 31st of this year, that you will receive one surprise stencil with your order. All you have to do is in the notes section on Etsy, on her shop, is write the word Bible, and she will throw in that surprise stencil in your order. So that is a lot of fun, and that was really very, very, very nice of Tammy to do. So these stencils, like I said, are brandy new as of today. And these are the three that I'm going to use, and you can see the shape of them. She and I, we work together, a little bit on the size, a little bit on the designs, and so these are the three that I'm going to use. God is love, and then the scallops right there. I'm just in love with those scallops. Oh my gosh. And then this last one is corners. So it's a little hard to envision, but it's a corner. Yeah, see, I'm showing you right there. You'd put that up in the corner of your page and, put paint or whatever on it to get the effect of the stencil. And so here I'm going to show you some more. And these are all in her shop. And what she's doing is she is selling them in sets of 3. So once you go to her shop, she has 7 different sets available, and they all have 3 different stencils in them. And then these two, the one with Jesus, she reconfigured, and now Jesus is written horizontally on the stencil, but the other one is in her shop as well, and part of one of those 7 sets. So I'm going to use God is love, because we know that the scripture reads, this rebirth comes from God. God is love. And I'm showing you there how beautiful it fits in the margin of the Bible. And this is a smaller Bible, so so some Bibles might be an inch longer. So be confident that I'm sure I can't see that it wouldn't fit in anyone's Bible. And to me, it's even okay if it went over the text just a little bit anyway. So that's fine by me. So I pulled out my Distress ink in peacock feathers. And my table, my table is shaking, which you can see here, and I'm so sorry for that. But I have my tripod on my table. And so if I bounce, it kind of shakes the iPad. So I used the color, the ink on the G and the D and parts of the O. And now I'm taking... It's a Sharpie, and it's a Sharpie pen, and it's a very, very, very fine line. And it's a very similar color to the peacock feathers. And I am just outlining is love. I want that to stay yellow. And then I decided, well, I really like the outlining because it definitely, makes it pop. And there it is, and I just love the way that looks. That is awesome, right? Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness, I'm just so happy about these stencils. Oh my gosh, something new to play with in our Bibles, right? How awesome is that? So here I'm taking the stencil with the scallop that I like so much. I just love that edge. And you'll see, hopefully you can see well enough. I mean, it's, plenty long enough. It is going, I can scallop the whole length of the Bible there. If your Bible was, more than 8 inches, then, or I don't know, I think even 8 inches might be a little bit too long, but that's okay. You could just, draw in the scallop to the edge of the page if you wanted to, or just leave it to where it didn't go to the edges. But in this Bible, it hung over the sides, so it was plenty long enough. I'm showing you there. I'm going to go ahead and use that corner stencil that has the heart in it because we are talking about the love of God. And that little tool that I'm using, it's a little foam tool that I'm using to pick up the ink. And I'm just doing the same little technique here, and then I'm going to take that same pen and outline. I really liked the way that that looked. And again, you don't have to outline, but I just thought, like, look at how cute that heart is in the middle there. I just love it. I love it. And how easy is this, everybody? You know, this is really easy to do, and the end result comes out just gorgeous. So I did the bottom as well with the corner stencil, and I'm just lifting it up so that you can see it there. So I wanted to show you other stencils that Tammy has in her shop. These are ATC size, and these also fit in the margin of the Bible. So she has a whole bunch of those, and then she has the large tag size. These are like the Tim Holtz size. She also has, you know, this type of stencil. She has 209 different stencils in her shop. And so like this stencil right here, you can get in this size, or you can get bigger, or, you know, she has multiple sizes for her stencils, for the majority of them anyway. So definitely head on over. And this right here, I don't know if you guys have seen the interleaved Bible, but I do have one on order, and it's the kind of Bible where on one side has text and the other page opposite it is blank. So I just thought that like those two right there, and they're both from Tammy's shop, would look just beautiful. And here is the information again about Tammy's shop. And, you know, definitely remember that when you order by January 31st of 2016, she will put a surprise stencil in your order. All you have to do is write Bible in the notes section on the Etsy shop. So I'm just going to hold this up here for a minute. And if you wanted to take a screenshot of it, you certainly can. And I will put the link below in the description of this YouTube video. So I'm just going to hold it up one more time, and look at that scalloping. It just brings a whole different touch to the page, right? So this was a very easy page, and I think the result looks absolutely gorgeous. So I hope that you like it as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, next weekend, January 16th at 5 p.m., we're having our next Bible Art Journal Hop on Periscope. And these are the 3 artists that will be participating. I will be on there as well as Linda Council, who is LP Red Flower here on YouTube. And so that is Saturday, January 16th at 5 p.m. Eastern. And that's over on Periscope. So I hope that we'll see, you know, a lot of you over there on Periscope for that Bible Art Journal Hop. So I'm just saying goodbye here, and I will share some photos with you of the finished page right here. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. And if you're not over on Periscope yet, I'd love to have you over there. And my Periscope handle is shiles728, just like it is here on YouTube. So thank you, everybody. Have fun shopping. Talk to you soon.